Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Jay with the Roof Nuts. Just wanted to make another video of what I believe is the number one hiccup or mishap or whatever that most roofing salesmen do after they see a little bit of success. So I'm going to put this up here, which is just it's a sales quadrant that I've always looked at. It's something that most people go by, but So UI is unconscious incompetence, okay? Ignorance on fire. If you've ever heard of that, unconsciously incompetent, it's what this means. And it just means you're just first getting started. So when you first get out of the gate, this is when you first get started, okay? Then you become consciously competent, okay? Or consciously incompetent. Consciously incompetent is where I see a ton of salespeople get stopped. They stop right there. Because now they know enough about the industry that they're starting to talk too much at the door, or they're starting to do things at the door that they're not supposed to be doing. We'll talk a little bit more about that, but that's probably the number one place that people get stuck is conscious incompetence. Now you got conscious competence. So now you know what you're talking about, and you understand what you're talking about, and you know a lot about what the process is with insurance, the system, so on and so forth. Okay? And then unconscious competence is mostly what your roofing owners are. Your roofing owners, they know. So the best way I can say that is, this is when you try to ride a bike, right? You have no idea what you're doing. And now consciously incompetent means you know that you need to pedal the bike and you need to steer the bike, but you don't know exactly how to do that in unison, okay? Conscious competence means that I can ride the bike, I can do the pedals, right? I can steer, I can go down the street without wrecking, but I still have to think about it. Unconscious competence is when you're out there, your hands are all like this, you're still going around the corner, everything's good to go. It's like what we all did when we were younger and finally learned how to ride a bike. We could go with our hands off, we could probably text on our phone and ride down the street and we wouldn't wreck. So those are the 4 stages of roofing sales as well. Okay, so you get a guy in, and when he first gets there, he's ignorance on fire, and he blows it up, right? He might be going out selling to some friends and family. He doesn't know much. He doesn't do a lot of stuff outside of just completely focusing on sales, okay? Then he starts to learn the process a little bit, and he goes, wait a minute, there's a little bit more to this. So what he starts doing is the conscious incompetence means, okay, well, I don't actually know what the hell I'm doing, right? So they get shocked. It's a shock factor, okay? Then the next thing is conscious competence. Okay, I know what I'm doing, but I have to think about it all the time. A lot of people get stuck there. Most people get stuck between those 2 little areas, okay? And then finally, you'll see unconscious competence, where it's most of your roofing owners, like I said, most of your seasoned veterans, the guys that have been in the industry for a really long time, and ladies that have been in the industry for a really long time. But the number one thing that I see most people do is right between this area right here. They're unconsciously incompetent. When you're unconsciously incompetent and you're at the door, you are selling the inspection. And that's it. You're selling the inspection only. Okay? But when you get up to conscious incompetence, you start trying to sell the roof before you sell the inspection, and you're getting on half as many roofs. You don't know why, right? Because it's all subconscious. You're not sure why you don't get on as many roofs, but I'm telling you, I've been around enough of roofing salesmen, and I understand you're getting caught up either here or here. One of those areas, you're getting caught up, and you're not ignorance on fire anymore. Now you're thinking too much, right? You're overthinking it, and you're trying to sell the roof instead of selling the inspection. All I'm asking is, it's great to learn. Learn as much as you can. Know as much as you can. But don't forget to get back and focus on the basics, and whatever your unconscious incompetent self was doing, your ignorance on fire was doing, is what made you successful to begin with. So get out there and start selling the actual inspections themselves instead of trying to sell the actual roof before you get on it. But anyways, Jay with the Roof Nuts, guys. If I can help you out in any way, just let me know. We'll talk to y'all really soon. Holla.